Hi, I'm Ivan Zoot, and this is my Healthy Haircutter audio program. Welcome to another episode of Healthy Haircutter, where we break the Healthy Haircutter conversation down to three categories: healthy, wealthy, and wise. In this episode, we're going to focus on an element of healthy. And in the Healthy Haircutter conversation, in Healthy Today, we're going to talk about making sure we get enough sleep. If you want to play hard and you want to work hard, you need to rest hard just as well. It's no coincidence there's 24 hours in a day and the workday should be 8 hours. I'm a big fan of not working more than that. I'm also a big fan of playing for 8 and sleeping for 8. The National Sleep Foundation says that adults over the age of 26 and under the age of 65, and I assume that's the majority of folks working in our industry and probably listening to this information, should be getting between 7 and 9 hours of sleep a night. Well, that's 8, somewhere between 7 and 9. And to be ready and to be fresh in our industry, an industry in which we spend our time giving and doing, and we work physically. It's not just that we need to formulate hair color, we need to deliver the services. It's not just that we need to consult with a client, which is a conversation, we need to execute a haircut. So we're working mentally and we're working physically, and we need to refresh and recharge, and we need to do as much of it as we do some of the other things. I've got a few tips. I've got a top 5 list of some tips of the things you can do to get a better night's sleep. If getting that better night's sleep is a challenge, in managing your time, carving out the time to do it, some of these will help with that as well. Number 1, establish a routine and shoot for the same time every night. Personally, I'm pretty consistent with that. I know with some of our lives that isn't always easy, but as often as possible, establish a basic rhythm and a time. You go to bed just after 10, after hearing the headlines on the news. Do yourself a favor, go to bed before 10 and don't watch the news. But establishing a routine at the same time every night can help you fall asleep. Another one on the list of tips is don't nap. Work hard, play hard, sleep hard. If you have trouble falling asleep, napping during the daytime is only going to provide a little bit of a recharge. It'll make it harder to fall asleep at night. Go to sleep tired and wake up refreshed. Near and dear to me, of course, is the conversation of exercise. Tip number 3 on the list is to get good exercise, physical exercise during the day. The American Council on Exercise recommends 30 minutes of vigorous cardiovascular exercise a day every single day. But don't do it late at night. Don't do it late in the evening. Don't do it close to the time when you think you're going to be sleeping. I'm an early morning exercise guy. As a result, I don't have a lot of trouble falling asleep, and I do it fairly early. My tank is empty. It's time to recharge. The next thing on the list is helpful for many, and that is to set up to your advantage the best possible sleep environment. This is everything from making sure the room is dark to making sure it's either quiet or it has the type of noise that helps you fall asleep, whether that's the hum of a fan or a white noise machine or one of those little audio devices that sounds like a babbling brook or chirping crickets. Again, know you and know what works for you. And as far as setting up that environment, take the TV out of the bedroom, charge the cell phone in another part of the house, get the electronic devices as far away as possible from that purpose-built, customized sleeping environment. Lastly on the list, like we talked about establishing time for our routine for falling asleep or going to sleep or going to bed at the same time all the time, is create a bit of a wind down routine, a way that you can mentally and physically move yourself from 900 miles an hour to no miles an hour. Things like reading or meditating prior to bedtime as part of your routine. Again, removing the electronics from your life a little bit early can always be helpful. But finding this routine as part of the timing will help you move into sleep mode, put away the thoughts of the day. Part of that routine might even be scribbling down a few notes of what you have going on for tomorrow. When you get them out of your head and onto the paper, they no longer will trouble your sleep, and you can get a good night's sleep and a good night's rest and be ready to go at it hard, like I like to, the next day. I'm Ivan Zoot. clipperguy.com, ivanzoot.com on the web. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on this subject, and I'd like to help you get, stay, and continue to be a healthy hair cutter. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.